11 p.m., somewhere in a California Walmart parking lot. Rows of cars sit silently, no lights, no movement. But look closely and you'll notice blackout curtains on windows, occasional faint phone light seeping through cracks. This isn't some thriller movie scene. This is everyday America in 2025. 771,000 people, equivalent to the entire population of San Francisco, are homeless on any given night. Over 256,000 of them call a car home. They have jobs, pay taxes, wear decent clothes. Their only problem? Can't afford rent. Welcome to America's new era, where cars no longer symbolize freedom, but at least I have somewhere to sleep. Act 1. The collapse behind the numbers. When paychecks can't catch rent. Let's start with simple math. LA 1 bedroom, $2,800 per month. NYC 1 bedroom, for $1,000 per month. National average wage growth, under 4%. Housing price growth, 5x wages. Conclusion? Renting is becoming a luxury item. Research from the National Alliance to End Homelessness is blunt. For every $100 rent increase, homelessness rises 9%. This isn't a linear relationship, it's dominoes. One increase can push a family off the cliff. From taxpayer to vehicle dweller, just one bill away. San Francisco Bay Area, a former software tester tells his story. 3 years ago, my girlfriend and I split a $1,800 apartment. Last year, it jumped to $2,400. This year, $2,700. We did the math. Even if neither of us ate, we couldn't afford it. Now he lives in a 2008 Honda Civic. His girlfriend moved back with her parents. Every morning he showers at the gym, $49 per month, cheaper than a day's rent, then goes to work. Coworkers don't know, clients don't know, even his mom doesn't know. I haven't failed, he says. The rules just changed. Working hard used to get you an apartment, now it just gets you a parking spot. Act 2. Survival rules for the invisible population. Who are they? Forget your stereotypes about the homeless. The 2025 vehicle-dwelling population looks like this. 50% have full-time jobs: cooks, nurses, retail workers, delivery drivers. 33% are over 50, used to be homeowners, now car owners. Most aren't addicts. Their addiction is wanting to live like a normal person. LA Homeless Services Authority surveys shocked everyone. Vehicle dwellers have become the largest unsheltered group, surpassing tent residents. Why? Because cars provide what shelters can't. Privacy, nobody watching you sleep. Dignity, you're still someone with a car. Mobility, get chased away, find another spot. Security, at least there's a door you can lock. The precise calculus of 24 hours. 6 a.m., San Diego. Maria wakes in her car, wipes her face with wet wipes, chews gum instead of brushing teeth, gotta save water. She fixes her hair in the rearview mirror, changes into her uniform. She's a cashier at a chain supermarket. 7 a.m. She parks in the employee lot an hour before her shift. That way coworkers think she lives far away, never suspect she has no home at all. Noon. She showers at the 24-hour gym, cheapest membership she could find. 5 p.m. after work. She stays at the library until closing. Free Wi-Fi, free AC, free feeling of I'm still part of society. 9 p.m. She drives to an industrial area on the outskirts where nobody cares about overnight parking. She sets 3 alarms, 3 a.m. and 5 a.m. to move the car, avoid complaints about long-term parking. 6 a.m. to wake up. Her monthly income, $2,100. Car insurance, $150. Gas, $200. Gym, $49. Phone, $50. Food, $400. The rest she saves, for when I have enough for deposit and first month's rent. 2 years later, she's still waiting. Act 3. Policy Backlash. The Clean Up the Streets campaign. June 2024, the Supreme Court drops the hammer. Cities have the right to ban sleeping in public spaces. Violators get fined. Politicians cheer. We've taken back our streets. Media reports. Urban order restored. Data shows. Rough sleepers down 20%. But nobody asks where that 20% went. The answer's in parking lots. San Francisco's RV numbers explode 37%. LA's car cities replace tent cities. Portland's parks empty by day, turn into temporary garages by night. From tents to wheels, upgrade or downgrade. 63-year-old Janet lived in a tent on San Diego Beach for 3 years. Last summer, police came. "Ma'am, you can't sleep here. Here's shelter information." She went to the shelter. Full, 2-week wait list. She bought a used van, $2,500. Odometer showing 240,000 miles. "At least cops won't chase me every day," she says. "The car's legal. As long as I'm moving, I'm not breaking the law. But moving has a price. Gas, insurance, repairs, expenses tents don't require now weigh on her. Her Social Security is $1,100 per month. After vehicle costs, she's poorer than when she lived in a tent. Government says I'm housed now," she laughs bitterly. "So I can't apply for emergency assistance. Ridiculous, right? I'm poorer now, but not poor enough to get help." The ticket trap. It gets more absurd. Many cities can't ban you from sleeping in your car, but they can. Ban parking continuously over 2 hours. Ban overnight occupancy. But how do they prove you're sleeping? Ban occupying public parking spots. Ban RVs in residential areas. Result? Vehicle dwellers migrate like birds, moving every few hours. Gas consumption up, sleep fragmented, tickets accumulating. A retired Portland teacher says, "I move 3 times a night. I'm 70 years old. Feels like I'm playing hide and seek, except losing means bankruptcy." Act 4. System blind spots. Middle class homeless, the uncounted class. Sociologists coined a new term, middle-tier homeless. Their characteristics: have income but can't afford rent. Have cars but no home. Have dignity but no address. Have a future but can't see hope. Most ironic. Precisely because they have cars, government doesn't count them as priority help recipients. A social worker explains, "Our resources are limited. We must help those who need it most first. Rough sleepers, health crises. They at least have cars, meaning things aren't that bad." But really? The chain reaction of no address. What does no fixed address mean? Can't find formal work. Employers need addresses for background checks. Can't open bank accounts. Banks need bill addresses as proof. Can't apply for benefits. Where does government mail go? Kids can't attend school. Districts got fund by address. Car insurance costs more. No fixed residence equals high risk. A vicious cycle. No home means can't find good jobs. No good jobs means can't afford rent. The car is the only flotation device in this cycle, but it's slowly sinking too. A San Jose former accountant says, "My car's 14 years old. Transmission's acting up. Repair costs $2,000, which I don't have. Car breaks. I'm truly homeless. Every time the engine shakes, feels like a death sentence countdown." Act 5. The horror of normalization. When vehicle dwelling becomes a lifestyle. What's scary isn't the crisis itself, but how we adapt to it. Some California cities pilot safe parking programs, designating areas for vehicle dwellers overnight, providing toilets and showers. Sounds humane, but really says, "Okay, we can't stop you from living in cars, just don't park randomly." It's like rearranging deck chairs on the Titanic. The problem isn't comfort level, but the ship's sinking. The next generation's normal. Even scarier, children. An estimated 50,000 plus children live in cars or RVs. They do homework in back seats, mooch Wi-Fi at fast food joints for online classes, tell classmates, "My family's moving so address isn't stable." A 9-year-old writes in her essay, "My favorite place is the car because that's when the whole family's together. Dad says it's our moving castle." The teacher cried. This kid beautified desperation into a fairy tale because she doesn't know life should look different. When a generation grows up in cars, the definition of home changes forever. Epilogue. A 2030 prophecy. Let's do a thought experiment. If trends continue, 2030 America might look like this. Scenario 1. Legalization. Major cities establish vehicle dwelling zones, charging $200 per month parking fees. Amazon launches vehicle dwelling kits, portable toilets, car fridges, blackout curtains. Entrepreneurs develop vehicle dwelling social apps to find safe parking. Resumes, add new field, preferred vehicle type. Scenario 2. Polarization. Rich neighborhoods ban overnight vehicles. Violators get towed. Poor area parking lots become slums 2.0. Middle class trembles in anxiety over, can we keep the house? Scenario 3. resistance, and collapse. Vehicle dwellers organize, demand mobile residential rights. Or the system totally collapses, crisis escalates beyond ignorability. This isn't sci-fi, this is trend extrapolation. All prediction elements already exist. Safe parking programs already piloting. Vehicle dwelling population already growing rapidly. Policy already managing, not solving the problem. Society already gradually accepting this new normal. Our distance from this future? Just a few years of rent increases. Conclusion, moment of reflection. Let's return to the initial question. Why would the world's richest nation let citizens sleep in cars? The answer hides in three misalignments. Economic misalignment. Wealth is growing but flowing to the wrong places. Policy misalignment. Cleaning streets doesn't equal solving problems. Value misalignment. We care more about how cities look than how people live. The vehicle dwelling crisis isn't a natural disaster. It's the result of human choices. Every policy pushing up housing prices, every vote refusing affordable housing construction, every cheer for cleaning streets adds bricks to this crisis. 771,000 people aren't numbers. There's 771,000 shattered American dreams. They once believed hard work brings rewards, believed society has safety nets, believed this country wouldn't abandon anyone. Now they know better. So the question is, what about you? If rent jumped 50% tomorrow, what would you do? If you suddenly got a $5,000 medical bill, could you handle it? If your company laid you off, how far are you from vehicle dweller? For many, the answer is 3 months' salary away. This isn't their story, it's all our story. Because in 2025 America, between home and homeless sits only a thin lease. And that lease is turning to ash in more and more people's hands. Now it's your turn to speak. Is this individual failure or systemic collapse? Should vehicle dwelling be legalized or eliminated? Where will you be in 5 years? See you in the comments. Like, subscribe, let more people see this covered-up truth. Because only when we stop pretending everything's fine can change begin.